Hello and welcome to Your World This Week, the weekly roundup for all the top news stories of the week. The top news stories this week are:
the top story of this week is the massive spike in coronavirus cases across the country. India recorded nearly 132,000 cases in just 24 hours as per the Health Ministry data released on Friday morning. 780 people lost their lives in this period as well, with Maharashtra and Delhi topping the charts again with the highest number of COVID-19 positive cases. Chhattisgarh, Punjab and Karnataka too are seeing a fresh surge. As cases continue to surge, reports of vaccination centers running low on supplies started making headlines. The Health Ministry, however, clarified that there is absolutely no shortage of doses and urged non-BJP ruled states against politicizing the issue. Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan reiterated that India has more than 43 million doses in stock or in the pipeline. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, meanwhile, held a detailed meeting with chief ministers of different states and stressed upon the need for increased testing, contact tracing and imposing COVID curfews to break the chain of the spread of the virus. He also emphasized on the need of developing micro-containment zones and adhering to COVID-19 appropriate behavior for well-being of all. To battle the COVID-19 surge, several states and union territories imposed fresh restrictions, including announcing weekend lockdown and night curfews. Physical schools and colleges have been shut down in many states, and authorities have been urged to carry on with the online mode of education. Only essential services will remain functional during the curfew hours, where they have been clamped. While Gujarat government has announced night curfew from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. in 20 cities till April 30th, in Odisha, night curfew has been extended to 10 districts from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Night curfew has also been implemented in the national capital from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. till April 30th. Lucknow, Noida, Ghaziabad and Kanpur too have clamped night curfews for now. Maharashtra government has also imposed both weekend lockdown and a night curfew on weekdays to stem the urge of corona cases in the state. Punjab has also declared a series of restrictions, including night curfew across the state from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All political, social, cultural or sports gatherings have been put on hold for now. Rajasthan government has also imposed a night curfew and ordered closure of multiplexes, gyms, besides suspending physical classes till April 19th to reduce chances of transmission. As many as 94 million people have been vaccinated against COVID-19 in the country so far, but with the rising cases, the demand for vaccine for young adults is also gaining ground. Chief Ministers of Delhi and Maharashtra have written to Prime Minister Narendra Modi urging him to expand the vaccine coverage of all citizens above the age of 25. The Indian Medical Association too pressed forth a similar demand. Chhattisgarh witnessed one of the deadliest Naxal attacks in recent times on April 3rd, when 22 Jawans were killed and 31 injured during a fierce gun battle between the security forces and Maoists, which lasted for well over 4 hours along the Bijapur-Sukma border. Bastar Range IG confirmed that 12 Maoists were killed in the encounter. The Maoists had kidnapped Rakeshwar Singh Manhas, commando of the 210 Battalion of the elite Cobra Force. After keeping him in captivity for more than 100 hours, Maoists released him. Maoist commander Madhvi Hidma, who played a key role during the Maoist ambush on State Congress cavalcade at Darba Ghati in 2013, in which senior Congress leader Vidya Charan Shukla also lost his life, is believed to have masterminded this attack as well. A high-level probe is one to figure out how the Maoists could outsmart the forces and carry out such a planned operation which left behind a trail of blood. Voting for the third phase of assembly elections in all 4 states and 1 union territory, West Bengal, Assam, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, concluded on Tuesday. The polling percentage recorded in following states stood at 82.29% for Assam, 77.68% for West Bengal, 70.04% for Kerala, 65.11% for Tamil Nadu and 78.13% for Puducherry. While polling remained by and large peaceful in other states, sporadic incidents of violence came to light from West Bengal, with the BJP and TMC training guns at each other, alleging intimidation of voters. Bengal BJP President Dilip Ghos's car was also attacked this week, and BJP blamed goons supported by TMC for the attack. Meanwhile, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee received 2 notices from the poll panel for her appeal to minorities and her appeal to voters to block or gherao CRPF personnel posted on poll duty, which the EC said violated the moral code of conduct. BJP's Suvendu Adhikari too received a poll panel notice for inciting hate in his election speeches. COVID-19 has cast a spell of gloom on the showbiz industry as well, with many leading actors testing positive for coronavirus this week. Akshay Kumar, Katrina Kaif, Vicky Kaushal, Alia Bhatt and Bhumi Pednekar, Govinda also have all tested positive for COVID-19. Meanwhile, legendary batsman Sachin Tendulkar on Thursday said that he is back home from the hospital after contracting COVID-19. The 14th edition of IPL gets off to a flying start with Mumbai Indians locking horns with Royal Challengers Bengaluru at the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium. The matches will be played behind closed doors to mitigate the spread of COVID-19. Chennai Super Kings have assigned Australia pacer Jason Behrendorff as a replacement for Josh Hazlewood for the 14th edition of the Indian Premier League. All necessary government-mandated precautions are being taken, keeping in mind the surge of COVID-19 cases. And this is the viral video of the week.
อยากกินอ่ะลูกอยากกินน้องหนูอยากกินอุ้ยนอนเลยทำยังไงดี
Hope you liked this edition of Your World This Week. We will be back next week with yet another episode of Your World This Week. Have a good day.